Pause your scroll and maybe grab a quiet corner, because Salma Hayek just served a photo moment that radiates warm, unbothered power from the first glance. If you know her as the globe-striding star who turns presence into punctuation, get ready to see a version that steps past red carpet, ritual and lands squarely in effortless command. Stick with me to the end. You'll catch the quiet choices that make this drop feel bigger than a single picture. Public image has always mixed precision with joy, immaculate premieres, interviews that feel like a real conversation, and a style vocabulary where color and cut collaborate instead of compete. She's the rare headliner who can be playful and exact in the same breath. Off camera, she's the producer with radar for meaningful stories, the art world insider, and the wellness devotee who treats discipline like a kind of grace. We all know the icon at full wattage. This post feels like the person closer, warmer around the edges, absolutely at home in her skin. The hero frame lands outside just as the light goes liquid. Salma leans lightly on a stone terrace while the city behind her melts into watercolor blur. She's in a ruby satin column with a clean neckline and a tailored, ink charcoal jacket that skims the shoulder before falling open. Structure over flow, intention over fuss. The dress traces the waist and loosens below the hips so the hem breathes with a breeze. Hair is glossy, center-parted, and air-touched. Makeup leans luminous, even skin, a soft bronze eye that warms the palate, and a rose garnet lip that quietly anchors everything. Golden hour finishes the job glow at the collarbone. A gentle highlight along the cheek considered without feeling arranged. The comments arrive in a rush. Minimal look, major presence. Ruby was the right call. This made me love my own lines. Within minutes, the thread turns into a style clinic. Why jewel tones photograph rich, how a sharp shoulder reigns in satin, and why posture tells the story before product can. A few fans ask about her next film or favorite gallery. The raves drown the chatter. Underneath it all, the verdict is simple. Presence outclasses spectacle every time. Why does a single image land with this much weight? Because it elbows an old rule that women, especially those who've led for decades, should shrink their silhouettes to keep the serious label. Salma declines the bargain. She pairs discipline with drift, letting authority and allure collaborate rather than collide. The message threaded through the pixels is clear. When you're anchored, the frame follows your lead. Look closer at the styling and the quiet. Math starts to sing. Ruby under natural light is a precision move. It drinks the scene and bounces warmth back into skin, while carving just enough shadow for definition. The jacket's crisp lapel adds lift at the shoulder. The relaxed body keeps motion alive, so nothing reads rigid. A clean neckline draws one vertical line that lengthens without trying. Jewelry stays whisper-thin slim hoops. A delicate pendant, maybe a ring with history. Nails sit neutral, so the eye reads silhouette and glow, not distraction. Nothing shouts. Everything supports. Composition is doing stealth work, too. The terrace rail guides your gaze. Background bokeh adds air. A light breeze writes a ribbon of motion into hair and hem. The camera sits a breath low to lend lift without tipping into pedestal mode. Hands easy, shoulders down, chin level, no overposed half turns, no busy fingers. You read poise first, outfit second, caption last. That order is the trick. Thanks for staying to the end. If Salma's new photo spoke to you, tap like. Drop your favorite detail in the comments. Jacket line. Ruby glow. That golden hour hush, and subscribe so you don't miss our next spotlight on real confidence and refined style. Your silhouette, your story, celebrate both.